guys, you want to go? You ready? You want to go to the jungle?
How often will they say that?
You want to go to the jungle? It's 55 degrees in the jungle.
You ready, mamas? Are you ready? Thank you. Oh, I'm getting unit kisses. It must be the coffee.
It's not even a mocha.
It's not. Hi, mamas. Are you ready? You gonna come give me kisses too? Oh, goodness. Wow. I'm very loved this morning. Whoosh.
Titus is back there.
Right.
Waiting patiently.
Ready for the last hike?
Patiently impatient.
Ready for the last hike with 3?
The last time.
Yeah. You ready? All right. First one of your life, buddy. Slow him down a little bit. Come on, bud. Alright, slow him down.
He's friendly.
Oh yeah. Oh, you getting the legs. You getting the legs, bud.
Okay. Good. Hike, hike. Hike, hike. Luna's curious. Let's go, let's go.
Come on, let's go. Let's run, let's run. Let's go.
Let's go.
Not yet. Not yet. Come on, bud. He's so desperately wants to say hi. Not yet, not yet. Come on. Trying to get them closer and closer together. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, nice eye contact right there. Towards babies. Oh, Nikolai, let's go. Face to face, muzzle smells, good stuff. Hey, easy, easy, easy. He hasn't learned how to approach yet. Come on, bud. He's like, can I smell your things, your stuffs? Good babies, come on. Nikolai.
He was more interested in Titus.
I know, he's like completely uninterested. What's the deal with him? He doesn't know approach yet. Okay, let's go get the little water break. Good babies. Good baby Kimari, come on. Come on, babies. I think he's starting to feel the pack. Yeah.
It's working in the brain.
Beautiful.
He's falling asleep.
He is. Can't even see his little head.
Oh yeah, he's so chill.
He done? Oh wow, he's done. So here is what has been going on with us. We just came back from Florida. Like, why the heck would we go to Florida with Huskies, right? So I'm going to try to summarize this a little bit, otherwise this is going to be a 10-hour video. About 6 weeks ago, we decided that we're going to rescue another husky. So we're growing our pack, we're growing our family. We've been wanting to do this for a very long time, but it wasn't the right time yet. We've traveled a lot. For those of you who have been with us for a long time, we've done so much travel in the last 3 years or so, but we are laying down roots, and we're not going to be done traveling, but we're just going to do it differently now. So about 6 weeks ago, I was doing my usual thing where I am on petfinder.com and I'm looking for adoptable huskies so I can share it with you guys on Instagram. Every month or so, I'll collect a bunch of adoptable huskies from all over the country, and I like sharing it with our community on Instagram because there's so many amazing, wonderful huskies and shelters and rescues, and I like sharing that because it's so important that we look after those dogs first. And they're beautiful, amazing, most of the time purebred huskies. Most of the time come from those breeders that you would buy puppies from. But it's so wonderful and the coolest, most amazing experience to adopt a dog instead of buying a dog, that we're so passionate about sharing this with everyone. We talk about it very often on Instagram actually, and sometimes here on our channel on YouTube. But about 6 weeks ago, when I was going through one of those sessions on Petfinder and trying to find a bunch of adoptable huskies, I bumped into a husky that immediately connected. Some of you guys already know what I'm talking about, but the look in his face, his expression, it's like you know that's the dog that is meant to be in your life.
Just by looking at the picture.
Yeah, there's an expression that he had in that photo.
Besides,
Yeah, the way he was looking at that photo, I can already tell his whole personality through that photo. We found him in Florida, and he was already with a rescue called Husky Haven of Florida, a wonderful rescue that does 100% foster-based rescue. So what that means is that anytime they have to pull a husky from a shelter, or if there's unfortunately owner surrenders, we'll talk about more on the subject in a little bit, but anytime there's a situation like that, Husky Haven of Florida steps in and has fosters ready to be able to take care of those dogs, those huskies, until they find a forever home. Now, the husky that I'm referring to, I could tell that he belongs in the mountains. Some huskies, very few. I actually heard from the Husky Haven of Florida that there are some huskies that have only single coat. They're only single coated, not double coated. And there's quite a few of those in Florida, which I had no idea. But the husky that we're looking at as a thick coat young dog, I can tell through the photo right away that he's a challenge. He's one of those typical huskies that will need a lot of exercise, will need a lot of work to integrate properly into the pack, stubborn, all of that makes a husky, and all of that why the husky breed is so difficult for most people to handle. So anyways, the long story short is that I knew that this husky is supposed to be part of a pack. I could feel it in my heart, in my soul, and I knew that it's going to be a crazy experience to go get him, because we would have to go get him all the way in Florida. We would have to drive. I mean, we've done road trips all over 2 continents by now, so it's not really that big of a deal, but it's still pretty big. And especially being able to drive home with a newly rescued dog, right? To drive such a long drive home, which is about around 3,000 miles each way. So we worked with Husky Haven of Florida, got to know them, wonderful people, love Naomi, she's a wonderful human. Thank you so much, everything. You've done amazing, Naomi. You are so wonderful in this entire process and helped us get this amazing dog into our life. And we spent so much time planning for this, preparing for this. We've already wanted to do this for a long time, but now that we're no longer traveling the way we have in that format, we're ready to do this. So we drove down to Florida. We were just booking it from home down to Florida, about 3,000 miles, with Titus, Yuna, and Kimari. And we didn't have much time to stop along the way, because every day that this dog is elsewhere, not home, not where he's supposed to be, is another day that's difficult for him. And also another day that the rescue has to deal with different things, right? We want to free up that space and get that foster open so they can work with another husky, right? That's a beautiful thing about working with rescues, is that when they are able to pull dogs from shelters or from whatever situation that's going on, or if people abandon, which I wish that would never happen. I mean, why would you abandon your dog? There's a lot of things you can do. Mostly you have to work on boundaries. I mean, there's so much on this subject, but anyways, when you pull a dog from a shelter, from a rescue, you free up a new spot so they can take care of another dog in need. And that's why it's such a wonderful thing to adopt from a rescue. If you're experienced, by all means, go pull a dog from a shelter. Or if you're in an area where there's a high kill shelter, right? By all means, go and do that. But if you can work with a rescue, especially if you're going to be a new dog parent, it's the best thing that you can do, because they will make sure that that dog that you're going to adopt is going to match your family's needs, right? I mean, that's one of the most amazing things that you can do when you work with a rescue, because they've already done the legwork. They already often deal with health issues, and they know special needs dogs.
They also neuter and spay.
Yep, they neuter and spay. They take care of all of the initial stuff. And when you take care of that, when you adopt that dog, it frees up another spot so they can repeat the process. I highly recommend that you work with a rescue, because you'll be able to help other dogs. And not only that, if you're not sure that you're ready to be a dog parent, what you can do with a rescue is volunteer. You can do that with shelters too. But one of the most beautiful things you can do with rescues as a volunteer is being a foster parent. And that's actually something that we are planning to do in the future too. We've already done that before, prior to the Husky Squad days. We have rehabbed, we have gotten strays off the streets, we have worked with dogs that came right out of a shelter, right out of a rescue. We've done all of that, and we're very much excited to start that process again in the future. Not just yet, because now we have another furry family member, so we have to go through that process and make sure we do it correctly. But it is an amazing thing to do. So if you're not sure about having a dog and you want to know what that's like, become a foster parent. It's no strings attached. You help another dog in need, and you'll get to find out if dog parenthood is the right thing for you. It's one of the most amazing things for you, and it's a win for everybody. So we booked it down to Florida, just did one night in hotels. We actually got a new vehicle. Well, this guy did. JC got us a new vehicle before.
We kind of had to.
Yeah, for more reasons than one. One is a secret, which we're not sharing for a long time because that is private. I do that sometimes, but that's just the reality. But the other reason is because we wanted this whole experience to be very comfortable for our new pup and for Titus, Yuna, and Kimari. This is a long drive. And the Ford Transit Connect that we absolutely loved. It was such a great vehicle. It wouldn't fit the needs for 4 dogs, large dogs, comfortably for big trips like this, and having things in the back, and also other reasons down the road why we had to make that swap. So yes, we did that too. About 3 days before we began our trip, JC secured us our new vehicle, which we're really happy about. It's probably the best vehicle we've ever had in our life, I think, right?
Yeah,
it has incredible features. It's great for our lifestyle. Absolutely love it. If you guys want a video on this subject, you will have to let us know, and also be sure to go subscribe to our new channel called Doggo Life. That's where we do all kinds of videos related to dog products that we use, doggo household hacks, all that stuff. So go check out the link in the description of this video, or just search Doggo Life, where you find exactly how we outfit our vehicles. We did the same thing to this one too. But if you want a review on this particular vehicle and you want to learn more about it, why we chose it, how we outfit it, etc., be sure to let us know in the comment section. We may do a video about this too. And this video, if we do this video, if you request it, will be on our channel Doggo Life. You have to make sure to go subscribe there. We post weekly videos there of amazing content, a lot of tips for dog parents. You will love it. So now that we have this vehicle, we headed out on the road, and we are so grateful that this entire process is actually happening in the winter time, because I could not in good conscience drive down to Florida with 3 Huskies that are very used to the cold. They love the winter time. They start panting anything above 65 degrees. And actually JC and I start panting too above 65 degrees. We're Huskies. This is why we love this breed. They match our lifestyle. We love the outdoors. We love the cold. We are very family oriented, very pack oriented. This is a very special breed. This is not for most people. And a Husky that does not get its needs met is a very sad Husky. It's so important to adopt a dog that fits your lifestyle, to make sure that you're going to give that dog a great life. And this is why we have the Husky breed. The Husky breed is one of the most challenging breeds to have. And this is another reason why we're staying in the Husky breed, because there are so many Huskies in shelters and even in rescues, and they end up in rescues and shelters, and they go through that cycle because they're so beautiful and people are paying attention to their looks, but they don't pay attention to their needs. They are very difficult to raise. You have to have experience, you have to be committed, and I would much rather add another difficult, like the husky that we adopted into our life right now is not an easy dog to work with. And we knew that if he would end up with a family that's not experienced and wouldn't get the amount of mental and physical exercise that he needs on a daily basis, he would end up back in the rescue. And actually, the rescue had so many applications for him because he's so handsome, he's such a gorgeous dog, that people just want to adopt him for his looks again, just the same reason as why he was pretty much born and bred to begin with, right? So there's so much more on this subject that we'll go into when it comes to, you know, getting the right breed into your life, taking care of the breed correctly and all that stuff. That's all going to be in our training course that we've been working on for about 2 years now, and I really look forward to finishing it for you guys and have it on HuskySquad.com. If you're watching this video in a couple of months after it came out, the course may already be out on HuskySquad.com, so be sure you go check that out. If the training that we do, if it works for a husky, it works for any dog, because huskies are incredibly stubborn, incredibly intelligent, and you have to earn their respect and give them the reasons why they should actually listen to you. So yes, we've worked with so many different dogs over the years, and they were much easier, so many different breeds, much easier than the husky, but the husky is a challenge, and this is one of the reasons why we continue working with this challenging breed, because we know how to handle them. We are so excited to have Nikolai in our life. We can already see how his personality is integrating with the new squad now, because there's 4 of them with Titus, Yuna, and Kimari. It's so cute because Kimari and Nikolai, just like I predicted, are so playful with each other. But Kimari's a little smaller, even though she's a big dogger. She's smaller than him. He is really big, and he's only about 13 months old, and his size it's giving Kimari a challenge, but she loves to play, and they are so mouthy with each other. We have to try to keep it down because we're staying in hotels, and it's hard to not let them just go crazy, right? So they're really cute. Titus, how do we describe Titus with Nikolai?
Titus likes boys.
Yes, especially Nikolai. So it's funny, so you have Nikolai playing with Kimari, and Titus still has the romance going on with Kimari, so they're both ganging up on Kimari together, but then Titus likes Nikolai too, but he's also a little bit annoyed by his puppyhood. So that's kind of funny, and Yuna is definitely establishing and keeping her grounds and her boundaries in her alpha position, and she's holding down her fort, and she's really, really cute doing that. All right, friends, we're excited to have you in this journey, in this amazing new experience with our new furry kid Nikolai. We're going to go head out on the trails. I hope you love seeing him hike and be happy. He has never done this in his life. All of this is so new to him. His tall, lanky legs are still like baby deer when he walks. He has not filled out, but he's learning, and we're excited to have you part of this journey. See you guys on the trail the first time with Nikolai as part of the Husky Squad. Titus, you want to go to the mountain, buddy? Stay, babies. Stay, babies. on, bud. So that was Nikolai's first introduction to wild places, an introduction to how his life is going to be. As you could tell, he's super excited. On the trail, so many things to smell, so many experiences to have for him. Squad is out. They're all out. They're all sleeping there, comfortable. Alright, Husky Squad friends. Hope you all loved the video. Can't wait to hear what you think that we finally adopted another husky into our pack. And let us know what you want to see of Nikolai. Do you want to see him experience snow for the first time? Or what else? What else do you want to see him do for the first time? And if you want to know more about him, his history, his background, why we chose the name Nikolai, let us know. We will see you guys next time, and we are heading home now. Bye.